Hey, what's up, fam? Day 4 here of this can't even talk 365 challenge. Now, today, if you're not getting bored of it, I wanna wrap up this discussion of what I was talking about in like getting ready for Christmas. I was saying the other day I had like 150 of these Gary V books to like send off to everybody for Christmas, and I was really stressing out. I was really getting frustrated. I felt overwhelmed, and just like everything was just grinding to a halt. And instead of doing the work, I just want to like take a nap and just like shut down. So, happy ending to the story. Things are coming together. They're not quite finished, but they're coming together here. And there's a lesson here that I want to share that I think you'll find very helpful. So what I want to do, first of all, just show you this little stack. This little stack of parcels. That's 12 books. 12 books I'm going to be mailing off. Now, that still just barely scratches the surface as I awkwardly try to shuffle my chair here. As you can see over there, there's more stacks of books. And if I flip around behind me, this is insane, I know. See, on my bookshelf here, I've got like a library. That's like 70 books over there. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, there's still more boxes down here. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. But so here's the good news. I finally went to the post office, got some envelopes, got everything together, got people's addresses, and it's ready to go. So this stack I'm going to take to the post office. We're going to ship it off today, which today is December 16th, so they might make it in time for Christmas, except for the packages I'm sending to New Zealand. Those definitely are not going to make it in time. So if you're watching this and you know who you are, they're coming. But here's the lesson that I want to share, because I didn't want this video just to be a rant about, hey guys, I sent stuff to the post office today for Christmas, yay. No, there's a nugget here. So first of all, what was the problem? Why was I having so much trouble with this? I was feeling so overwhelmed because there were so many unknowns in my head. I knew I had a bunch of books to send off, but I didn't know, how many people am I going to send them to? Who am I going to send them to? Do I know their addresses? Do I know how much it's going to cost? How many envelopes do I need to get? How long is it going to take to arrive there? Is it going to be a few days, or is it going to be a few months, right? There were so many variables, so many unknowns, that my mind was just melting down, being like, this is too complicated. I can't think about all these variables all at once. And so instead of just like, just shut down. So what's the lesson in terms of what you could take away from this? I mean, first of all, when you've got a problem like this with so many unknowns, so many variables, the first step is just to like break off a little chunk, right? Just break off a little chunk. Just start the first piece, right? Which, so for me, was starting to create a list of, okay, let's start getting specific here. Who are all the people that I'm going to send these to? Who are the people that are in Toronto that I can hand deliver or get in a car and, go drive it over, right? Okay, that's one group of people. Who's not in Toronto that I need to ship it to? Okay, do I know their addresses? Okay, reach out, ask to get their addresses. As well, I took a trip over to the post office because I want to know, okay, how much is this going to cost to ship internationally? Turned out it was much more expensive to ship internationally. So unfortunately, I had to cut off a lot of my international connections, because it was gonna be way too expensive. I was gonna spend like $1,000 mailing off parcels, and it's like, okay, I'm not that financially well off yet, right? So again, but that was a data point, right? I learned, okay, international parcels, they're too expensive. Okay, so we have to cut those, right? And so each time I had a new data point, it helped me to fill in a little bit more of the puzzle, right? It helped me to see more pieces of the puzzle, and it started coming together. And so once I had this list, and I know, okay, these are the people that I'm sending it to. These are the people locally. These are the people that I need to post it to. These are the people I need to get their addresses, right? And then all the pieces start coming together. I reach out to everybody. I say, hey, I got something to send you. What's your address? And then people very kindly get back to me and they tell me their addresses. And all the pieces slowly start coming together. And so, yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to overstate how stressed out I was about this like 3 days ago, which again is silly because this is Christmas. This is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be enjoyable. Oh, and the other variable too was, okay, now that I've got the package in the parcel and I've got the book in there, do I write them a note? I was also at one point I was gonna go print some photos, right? I wanted to print off some photos again just to like personalize it, right? So it's like, okay, am I gonna go print off photos? How long is it gonna take to print off photos? Am I gonna write them a note? What am I gonna say in this note? Where am I gonna get a card? Anyway, in the end, I ended up dropping a lot of those things. I dropped the photos, I dropped the cards because again, I made it too complicated in my mind, right? I was trying to be too much of a perfectionist. I wanted these parcels and these presents. I wanted them to be perfect. I wanted to have the book. I wanted to have like a photo of like, hey, remember we used to be friends? And I wanted to write like a little card. And then I realized, okay, look, all of that's wonderful and great, but at the same time, you also need to make this practical in terms of like you need to get it done. You need to get it done. You need to get the parcels out the door. If it's not perfect, it's okay. You've still done your best to like, be a good friend, right? And so that's really what it came down to. So my thought here, my recommendation, if you're tackling a project and it feels too overwhelming, like you're thinking about it and just like hurts your brain just like thinking about all the variables, right? Take a first step, you know, simple first step. Just write down, okay, these are the things that I think I need to do. These are the things that I think are important. Maybe some of these things can go, and just each day just kind of, chip away at a little bit, right? Chip away a little bit. Okay, do a few of these items, go through it, fill in a few more blanks, fill in a few more puzzle pieces, keep working through it, keep doing it. Because then by the time you get to the end of it, right? Like right now, where I'm at right now, I'm like, oh, that was easy. That wasn't such a big deal, right? Forgetting that 3 days ago, I was stressed out of my mind trying to get all these packages and parcels together, right? So it's like once you get to the end and you do it, you're like, it wasn't so bad anyway. And so, yeah, so anytime you're facing a problem, it feels too complicated, it's too overwhelming, there's too many variables, start simple, write down what you need to do, and then just start slowly chipping away at it. And you will find there will be a lot of things that in the beginning you were stressing out that you thought were important, and then give it a couple of days, you're like, doesn't matter anymore. We'll let that go. We'll let that go. We're still doing pretty good, right? It gets easier. You go through it. You get it done. All right, fam. So there we go. Day 4 of the 365 challenge, which means I'm officially over 1%, over 1% of the way done. So yeah, I can do math, right? Yes, over 1%. So we're basically finished. All right, fam. 9 days till Christmas. Merry Christmas. 3 weeks until I find out about my Gary V book NFTs, which is what all of these lovely books were all about. And we'll more updates coming soon. Love you lots. See you soon. Bye.